What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night for another haul video. We're talking about physical media, about Blu-rays, about 4Ks, DVDs, the way we like to own our stuff, own our movies, our TV shows, and whatnot. So we got a haul video here, not a big one, just a few pieces. As I mentioned in a previous video, I've sort of like, it's like the seasoning on my movie collection. I've been doing little sprinkles into all the sales. Camp Arrow, Criterion, Prime Day. You should have already probably seen the Prime Day video. That's out there if you haven't. But just a few odd and end things in this video. A couple things I got from my favorite used place, which here in Nashville is McKay's. I know a lot of you guys go to Bull Moose. This is similar to Bull Moose. It's just or Book Off. It's similar to Book Off also. Although from what I've seen of Book Off, I think McKay's is probably pricing wise better. So let's look at those things first. The used things. So we have a documentary. It's factory sealed. It's called Side by Side. As you can see there, it features. This is okay. So let me just show it to you. There's the front. I'll take this off. That's the price, so you can see what I paid. And actually, I didn't pay that. That was store credit. So if you don't know, Side by Side is a documentary that Keanu Reeves produced, and he also is sort of the host of. He did a number of years ago that focuses on the transition Hollywood made from film, shooting movies on actual film, to shooting them digital. And it does a lot of things. This documentary goes into the major differences. If you don't know them, this is a great way to learn. It also goes into how films are archived. You get to see where a lot of films, Hollywood classics, are archived and how they're archived, the actual film like masters. And then he talks to filmmakers about their feelings on that transition into digital and how it's impacted not only distribution of film, but filmmaking, how they make films in a different way now because of the digital format. It sounds like it might be kind of dry, but it isn't. It's actually a fascinating film. If you're into film as an art form, it's a must-see. This is one of the best documentaries about film and filmmaking that has ever been made. So I highly recommend this. And you can see all of the people there that right there on the cover that are in this movie. James Cameron and David Fincher, George Lucas, David Lynch, Robert Rodriguez, Martin Scorsese, Steven Soderbergh, and then of course hosted by Keanu Reeves. And there's more than this. So let me give you. I hate this plastic; just sort of sticks around on these things. Let me give you a better, like a longer shot of the back, so you can just read the synopsis there. Yeah, so one of the best films about filmmaking. And this was available streaming for a long time, and then it kind of got pulled, which is what happens. You know, this is why we don't like streaming, because things are out there, and then when you're in the mood to watch them, suddenly they're not out there anymore. All right, so the next one is an upgrade for me. I had this on DVD, still have it on DVD, so I'm going to take that and flip it now because I don't need it anymore. And that is Never Sleep Again. This is an epic 4-hour documentary about the entire Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Not about the first movie, not about the second movie, about all the movies. I'm a little... Oh, shoot. We had a floater there. Looks okay. Happy... Oh, okay. So the case... I'm going to have to replace this case because you can see right there, part of the spindle is broken. And this feels like a cheaper Amory case to begin with, so that's why that happened. Happy to see this on 2 discs. See the film Legacy, disc 1, and disc 2. So hopefully the quality will be better than what I previously had than the DVD set. If you were into not just this franchise, but into horror movies, I highly recommend it. And again, that was the price, which I think is probably a little bit high used, but I went ahead and went for it because I had credit and it didn't cost me anything. How do you guys get these stickers off, by the way? I hate these things. What's the best way you guys, if you have a trick, let me know in the comments. Anyway, so it's 4 hours long, but it doesn't feel 4 hours long. And it has interviews with cast members from every film, from the creative team. You know, you've got Wes Craven in here, and you know, we don't have him with us anymore. So this is an important film. Oh, God, this floater. I've got to change this case very soon. It's a very important film to have because we don't have Wes Craven with us anymore to talk about this film. So he talks about the films he was involved in. So he comes and goes in the documentary, comes back at the end for the last film that he did. Yeah, the entire cast is here, filmmakers, film historians. This thing goes deep into the making of these films. And I feel like because Shout Factory has done the Halloween box set and they've done the Friday the 13th box set, that they may try and do, and I don't know about the licensing and all that business, they may try and do a Nightmare on Elm Street set, and you would want this documentary included in that set, but there's no guarantee. And since it was credit, I went ahead and took it. And we don't even have a guarantee that set's going to happen. I don't know. There is a set out there, a Blu-ray set, but it's crap. The compression on it is bad. It looks bad. I have it, but I'm very anxious to get rid of it and upgrade to a better set. We need it in 4K. But anyway, one of the better, again, it's really cool that in one little trip I got 2 films about film. I think maybe I might spend a day soon and just watch them both back to back. And literally it's a day because one of them is 4 hours long. But I'm telling you, it doesn't feel like 4 hours long. Now I've got 2 new things to unbox for you, or actually 3 things to unbox. And, you know, it's more freaking Steelbooks. More freaking Steelbooks. I don't know what is wrong with me. Battle Beyond the Stars. I have this in Steelbook because this is how Shout Factory released it. They may put a standard edition out later, but this is not going to be a big movie for them, so I was afraid that it might not stick around. This is a Roger Corman space epic, sort of space opera, really. This is, you know, Roger Corman saw Star Wars and wanted to do something because it was very popular, and he did this, and it has John Boy from the Waltons in it, if you know who that is. It's very lo-fi, very low budget, and it looks it. I haven't seen this movie in a lot of years, but even when I saw it, I thought, wow, this thing looks really cheap. So as far as people you might know other than John Boy, it also has the great John Saxon in it, who you would know again from the Nightmare movies. And Shout Factory looks like they put a little work into giving us a cool set of bonus features. You can see them there. So let's get this J card off. Actually not a J card, this is just a sticker. So, and I don't care because I don't keep this stuff anyway. Am I messing up? Should I be keeping it? All right, cool. So now we can see it to completion. There's the front and the back. And we crack it open, and this is your typical low budget Steelbook from Shout Factory. It has a quote. It says, "Our creed is to live fast, fight well, and have a beautiful ending." No artwork on the inside. Just a tiny bit of artwork on the disc. And I don't know if we get a complete vision. Not really. Sometimes it's cool when you get sort of this complete feel across, but this is not that great. It's an okay Steelbook. I mean, there's a little sort of spot UV happening. I'll try to catch it for you. Yeah, so this is very lo-fi. It's funny. Sometimes funny when it's supposed to be, and often funny when it's not supposed to be. It's just one of those so bad it's good sci-fi movies. Highly recommend it. Out right now, and again, it's a limited edition Steelbook. I don't know what they're going to do with a future release. So this one was shipped because I wasn't sure if I was going to get it. And this is The Birds on 4K Steelbook. I have a really great Alfred Hitchcock collection. A really that cool collection that has the deep cuts in it. But I want to get some of the better films that he has. I want to get them in 4K. So there's the front. Here's the back. I think pretty much everybody knows what The Birds is about. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. Every time I see this movie, I think about the Universal experience at the Universal theme park in Florida. There used to be an experience you could go, and really what it was a psycho experience. They would bring somebody up from the audience, and they had cameras, and they would have you get in the shower, and they would show you how that scene was shot. But at the end, there was a video, like a movie that you would watch, and suddenly the screen would tear open and all these birds would fly out at you in 3D. It was so much fun. All right, so there's your J card. Not a lot listed here as far as extras. There's some. If you've watched them, let me know what you thought, if they're worthwhile. This one's going to have a digital code. Yes, it does. I'll take that. And there's the front, fully uncovered, and there's the back with that iconic silhouette of Alfred Hitchcock there. And then we get a Blu-ray and the 4K there. There you go. This is a very, very matte finish, kind of, honestly, low-budget feeling release. But I don't mind the matte finishes, honestly. I think it's fine. They're good. All right, and for my last pickup, I have this in 4K. I flipped it already. There's a floater in here, and I'm very annoyed about that. I have so many floaters in this video, and that is Sicario. This is a great film. If you haven't seen, I'm sure most of you have seen Sicario, so I'm not going to get into it too deep, but let me just unpackage this here, and I'll show it to you. I've got to get it open fast because I'm just realizing, wow, this slip is really tight. This is one of those Mondo-style clear slips, and I'll show it to you in a second. I just got to deal with this floater. Because Best Buy is kind of a pain about returning things. They don't want to return physical media. Okay, it looks okay. Thankfully, Blu-rays and 4Ks take more of a beating than DVDs used to. All right, so there's the front, and there's the back. And the spine there. I pulled out the digital code, and there's the inside. It's okay. The inside is okay. It's not anything special. I'll take one of the discs out so you can kind of see the map situation that they're doing. All right. Well, guys, that is my little tiny haul from Best Buy. Just some things that just caught my eye. So this slip is kind of cool, though. There's the slip off. And let me just line it up here, and I'll slide it down so you can see how it goes on there. It's really tight. There we go. So yeah, just some things that caught my eye. This I mail ordered. The other things I picked up in store. Those three. And then these two things I grabbed with some trade credit at McKay's. There's a little pickup for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you've been picking up. Are you participating in the sales? Let me know. If you're doing your own videos, link them to me in the conversation. Also, I love to see them because that's why I'm here, is to have conversation with other collectors. Until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with your friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV. I'll see you guys on the next one.